I'm going to demonstrate to all of you a game in which a brilliant move was played. By me, of course. I would say I'm not going to spoil anything, but unfortunately, looking up here, it sort of gives it all away. So I played with 76% accuracy, he played with 72%. So, pretty accurate game, I would say, ultimately. And this person I was playing isn't actually a person, it's Antonio Bot, who he's done pretty good against me before, so this game felt nice. I finally beat him. It took quite a while. So I opened with e4, he opens with e5. Then I play here, just defending that, just a normal book opening. Then he plays attacking the pawn, but my pawn is defended. I defend it again, and he moves up his d5 pawn, or his pawn to d5, to which I played g3. He plays c6, and then I move up this pawn to try and establish this nice diagonal with my bishop here, because that's usually how I like to castle, just moving my bishop into this nice pocket. It gives the king a lot of protection when he castles. Then he moves the bishop there, I presume pinning the knight, to which I move my bishop. Instead of moving it there, I move it to e2 to try and strengthen this knight right here. Then he plays b4, I presume to pin it to that knight on c3 to the king. I castle. It says it's a mistake, but like castling, at least for me, like it's never a mistake. It's pretty much like saying, I would like my pizza with pepperoni on it. I mean, sometimes maybe you aren't in the mood for pepperoni, but it's never wrong to get pepperoni on your pizza. Alright, let's see, what's next? So he plays d4, which is another mistake. I mean, he's already beating me, plus 0.46, but he was beating me by a little bit more beforehand. I don't really understand it, but I guess maybe because it ignores an opportunity to win material. I guess maybe taking there. To which I move my knight to c5. I don't really remember why. I think it was just to protect it without ruining tempo by moving it back to another square. He castles. I move up my pawn to c3, sort of ready to start attacking his middle and attacking his bishop. He moves his bishop back, to which I capture. He captures, and I play a brilliant move. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. I appreciate your round of applause. I truly am a master of this game. I could go to a fight competition right now and whoop everybody's ass. Magnus Carlsen? Nah, no chance. I'm gonna go and say that I'm just a genius. He plays bishop to h3, which attacks the rook, to which I respond wonderfully again by blundering, apparently. Man, I take it back. Apparently, that's the better move to make. I watched this one over again. I have no idea why, but it is the better move to make according to the computer. And frankly, I think that the computer has no idea what it's going on about. He takes, which is a great move. Don't kiss his ass too much. I would have done that too. I take back. He takes with the queen, to which I play bishop to e3, attacking. He moves back. I move up my bishop, sort of creating two nice diagonals right here. Two nice diagonals right here. He moves his knight, I guess attacking my dark square bishop, which I do in fact need, and I want to keep. So I simply capture it. He captures, and I move up my pawn to f3, attacking that bishop. He moves back, and I move my queen, sort of strengthening these pawns right here, giving myself a little bit more control over the board in certain spots. He moves up, I guess maybe giving his king an escape square if it comes to it. I move my rook, sort of creating a battery right here. He moves up his pawn to avoid a queen exchange, because if I move there, he would take, and then I would take. I move up my king to g2, sort of strengthening these pawns right here as well, defending that square, and taking a nice amount of control right here on this part of the board, sort of strengthening my king side. He moves his bishop over here, attacking the pawn and this pawn as well. Also, what I'm saying, it isn't exactly, like a grandmaster advice. I'm just really talking about what my thought process was when I was making the moves. So you get to see what the thought process of a 600 is, so frankly you shouldn't be taking my advice. So I move up my pawn, sort of gaining control of these 4 squares right here, and considering the fact that these 2 pawns are defended, I really do strengthen my position. This bishop defends there, and I really do have complete control of the center right now, despite the fact that I'm losing by 5.78, which I'm no grandmaster, but I don't think that that's great. He captures the bishop. I move up my pawn, attacking this bishop, which makes my rate plummet. I'm now down 6.4. He moves back his bishop. I move up my pawn, sort of strengthening up here, and thinking back to it, I did have that nice control over the center. Then I just moved my pawn away for some reason. So, yeah, maybe that was a mistake. And his king side is very safe right now, so his position is looking nice. There isn't much, I don't have much attacking potential right here, but he has quite a bit. So, it's not looking great for me. Then I move up my pawn, again, just sort of keeping control of these squares. He moves that pawn for no particular reason. Then I move my rook here, attacking that bishop, which is then followed up by check. Then I move back. He moves forward, and these 3 pawns are they aren't defending each other anymore, so which I take. So now he lost a bit of material for no reason in particular, and I was able to gain back a little bit of tempo. He moves his queen here, defending both of the pawns, to which I move back. Then he moves up this pawn, which I don't really know why, because now it isn't really defended by anything, and if I want, I could take it. I move my bishop here to f4, and then he moves his rook there, which is a blunder, supposedly. This leads to losing a bishop, which I had a chance to take the bishop, but I didn't. I don't really know what he means by I had a chance to take the bishop. Even upon further examination, I don't know why this move is a blunder. I just moved up to sort of just launch an attack on these pieces right here, make his king side uneasy. Then he moves here, which this loses a queen, which this is something that I capitalize on. I do take the queen, the next move, and he moves his bishop to it. He moves his rook to attack the bishop, to which I take the pawn with my bishop. He takes, I take, and he moves his bishop here, attacking this rook, to which I move back, just helping the queen to create a battery again, sort of putting a lot of pressure on this pawn, thus putting a lot of pressure on the rook, but it is defended by the bishop. He takes, I move, attacking this bishop, and if he does take, then we take with the queen, then I'll take the pawn, or I won't take the pawn quite yet because of the rook, but it is an option later down the road. He takes, I take with the pawn. He moves the rook here, attacking the pawn, I presume, which I move the rook right there, which attacks the bishop, and as you know, rooks can't move diagonally, so as of now, that is a hanging bishop. He moves there to defend it, which, either way, I take, and he doesn't take back, because he knows that if he does, I just take with the queen, which still attacks it, and being down this much material, he doesn't want to exchange. I take the pawn. He attacks this pawn, I guess. I don't really know what he was doing there. I move up, attacking it, thus pinning it to the king, to which he defends the rook. Now apparently I have made an 8, but obviously I didn't see it. b3 is a mistake, missed an opportunity to win material. Then he moves his king back. I move up my pawn, looking to promote, and then he moves his rook down. So now it's attacking the queen. I move it back, and I don't feel like losing my queen just yet. He moves his rook down. I move my rook over, defending this pawn. Then he moves his rook here. Then I move my rook there, offering an exchange, because I take with the king, or I could take with the queen. And then I'm just really well off, because it's one rook. He has one rook to my one rook, plus I have a queen, and I'm up 2 pawns. So I'm really just doing well. He moves back, not ready to exchange off his pieces quite yet, to which I move my rook. This is an attack, looking to exchange here. He doesn't. He plays to e2, like a rational person, I guess, to which I take. He takes, and then I'm ready to move up my pawn. But then he attacks my pawn, to which I respond by defending it with the queen, to which he knows that that can't promote, or else he would be checkmated right here. If this is a queen or a rook or whatnot, then his king has nowhere to go. So he takes, I take, and then his king is sort of just running around the board. He doesn't have much to do. So we're just moving around. I check, he moves back. I look to promote my pawn, but there isn't much reason. I take the pawn. That move is forced, to which I check, and I check, and I checkmate. So that is the brilliant move that I played. I don't really know why it was brilliant, to be honest, but hey, I'll take it.